What's going on, Saints?
I'm Hyatt, he's Jacob.
And this is SFHS Today.
In national news, tens of thousands of government employees have been laid off by DOGE, Department of Government Efficiencies. This was done in an attempt to cut government spending and to potentially raise government efficiency. However, even through the numerous cuts, there still has not been substantial enough results reported by DOGE. Leaving the question, was it worth it? The Trump administration has received substantial backlash for the cuts, but is, regardless of said backlash, reportedly moving forward with more cuts. Multiple of which have directly and indirectly defunded departments like the National Park Service and the FDA. What this will truly hold, as we said in the past, only time will tell.
And while I'm not sure you've heard, students are being offered a chance to go to Peru during spring break next year. If you're interested, Aubrey, Destiny, and Avery went out to bring you some more info.
In every Ceramics 1, Ms. Paquet asked her students where their dream destination would be, and this year they had all chosen Peru.
This year we're going to Paris from Barcelona because the number one was Paris. And actually the number 2 was Alaska, that was in the running, and number 3 was Peru. We went with Peru over Alaska because Alaska was 5 days and about 5,000. And Peru was 9 days and much less.
Educational First is what they use to plan tours. As it is, students pay their own way.
We work with EF to plan our timelines, recruit, give information out, and try to empower our students to take the leap and travel across the globe.
Several years ago, EF had reached out to Ms. Paquet, and now that COVID is done, she thought it was a good idea to take kids abroad.
My first time going abroad was in high school when I was 17. So it's kind of full circle being able to pay that back to our students at St. Francis.
This trip is not specifically for just art students, but there will be a few art workshops along the way.
There is a Peruvian weaving workshop and a ceramic workshop embedded in the trip. So all of our artists are encouraged to go. And if you're not an artist, you'll probably learn something new about art along the way.
Students could expect so many different things out of this.
Great company and really just opening your mind to a whole new continent, a whole new way of life, and most importantly, visiting Machu Picchu, which is one of the 7 wonders of the world.
Thanks, guys. Honestly, seems like a great opportunity.
Jacob, how much do you know about the senior all-night party deal?
I'm gonna be honest, next to nothing.
Well, you're in luck, because this week, some reporters went out to get the rundown on what all goes into it. Take it away, boys.
So what is senior night?
A last chance gathering for all of you guys. You guys will be having an event over at Split Rock Event Center in Wyoming. So after graduation ceremony, you guys have 1 hour and you get on buses and you go over. And the theme is Hawaiian Nights. There's a hypnotist, the bowling, it's axe throwing in his bags so you could do a tournament. Tables will be coming in so you can play blackjack or Texas Hold'em, whatever you guys are into. Everybody will get their t-shirt, but right now we've got TVs, we've got Keurigs, Carvacs, gift cards, the pickleball set.
What are you looking forward to?
I'm ready to gamble.
Going with Jack.
Sending off my high school experience.
Getting hypnotized.
Will you show any party tricks?
No. I got a couple up the sleeve. I can dribble.
I can do different flips, side flip, front flip, and a back flip.
Me and Danny have been practicing a good party trick. We use it every weekend.
Move in. Alright, now, break.
Putting that Cotton Eye Joe on, I'll go crazy.
Appreciate it, boys. I know I'll be there.
And with the second trimester wrapping up, Owen and Quinn went out to get some thoughts and opinions on how it went.
Second try has been so long.
You know what? Speaking about second try, we went out to talk to some students on the good, bad, and ugly on some of their classes.
A good part was that I had 2 gym classes because they were pretty fun, and a bad part was that it was so cold outside.
Some of the good was had a lot of class with my friends, and then some of the bads were definitely, well, my class was like biology, kind of hard class, but that's about it.
The good parts were that language arts is fun and gym class. And the bad parts is that math is really hard.
A good part was strength training after school, and a bad part would be biology because I suck at it.
The good parts were that I had a lot of classes with my friends, and a bad part was science was really hard.
Going to gym class every day, hanging with the boys, and my online classes, I didn't really like them.
I'd say the good parts are probably language arts, and the bad ones definitely AP Human Geography. That's not my specialty.
I only had 2 students taken out in a wheelchair, so that's positive. Well, one bad part was I almost got taken out by a certain student when they were playing volleyball. Luckily, I'm really strong and have a good center of balance, so I did not fall over.
What are you looking forward to during third try?
I'm looking forward to track and field and new classes.
I'm excited for baseball in spring, and then some of my classes like welding I'm excited for.
I'm looking forward to track and field.
I'm looking forward to softball season. I'm looking forward for the warm weather and ceramics. I'm looking forward to track season and also ceramics.
I'm looking forward to baseball and the good weather.
But you know, third try means spring sports, which means softball's back.
That's all we got for you this week, Saints.
Man, doing this package really makes me want to be third try a little bit more. And with that, we'll send it back to Maine.
It's that time of the show again. And to incentivize you guys to participate this time, Jacob Walter right here is offering $10 to anyone who gets the question right. But if you will, please welcome our star guests, Colton Abrahamson and Justin Feigl.
Here we go.
Thanks, guys. And on this week's trivia, we ask you, what is the name of this character from the popular TV show Stranger Things?
Is it A, Jim Hopper, B, Jonesy, C, Jonathan Byers, or D, Steve Harrington?
Hey, thanks, boys. Justin,
You did all right.
you did all right, dude. Proud of you. Drum roll, please. Answer's D, Steve Harrington. I'm just kidding. It's A, Jim Hopper, who is actually considered to be the third most liked character in the show, behind Eleven and Steve Harrington. But with that,
We'll send it over to sports.
What's poppin', Saints? I'm Will.
And I'm Mike.
And this is sports. In national sports news, this past weekend the NFL hosted its annual combine, which helps NFL teams see what skills and weaknesses players have in the draft.
This combine is also a key factor in determining what round players are drafted in.
Speaking of talented people, Grady, Tyler, Kennedy, and Logan went out to talk to this week's Athlete of the Week.
Hey Saints, we're back this week
with Athlete of the Week,
Cooper Fiskwall.
Let's go meet him.
What do you do in the off season?
Right now I'm just trying to build velocity and throwing, hitting, and trying to get bigger and faster. Throw pull downs, reverse lunges, squats, and just swing as hard as I can to hit the ball, I guess. Try to make everybody better around me. If someone strikes out, keep their head up and just be the best team that I can.
Cooper brings to the team a dynamic bat. I mean, he was All-State the last 2 years. He was Offensive Player of the Year 2 years ago. And it's just a bat in the lineup that, most teams in high school don't get.
Cooper's a great player, man. He brings the team to a completely different level, and he just hits bombs.
Most hitters in high school don't see a pitcher that throws 90 miles an hour. So just having those dynamic abilities, it makes it fun to be around. How I feel about this upcoming season, I'm optimistic. I mean, we've had a long tradition here at St. Francis of pretty good baseball teams, and I don't see this year being any different.
Have a good season and obviously win out in section so we can make it to state one more time.
What's your favorite double celly?
It depends on what mood I'm in. If the crowd's talking smack, might just stare at them a little bit, put a finger up, silence the crowd. But I always like to go to second base and do some Cobra Kai stuff out there.
All right, to wrap this up, what's your favorite seed flavor?
I'm gonna go dill pickle.
Now back to sports.
What a guy Cooper Fiskwall is.
Yeah, he's definitely something.
Speaking of baseball, with winter sports wrapping up, we had some reporters go out and get some info on the upcoming spring season. They're on now.
What's up, Saints? I'm Andrew, and I went and interviewed the spring athletes to ask them what they're doing to prepare for their seasons.
What sport do you play?
I play tennis.
I am in track. Softball this spring.
Golf. Baseball.
How have you been preparing for the season?
We have dome ball games every Sunday. And then we have morning practice on Wednesdays and Fridays at the school.
I haven't prepared yet. I've been hitting the Sims at the Ponds Golf Course.
Do basketball in the winter and tennis in the fall.
Not a whole lot yet, but once the snow melts, I'll definitely be getting out in the field with a bunch of the boys.
What are you most excited for?
I'm excited to just enjoy my senior season, hopefully hit some PRs, and see where it takes me.
Just getting back on the field and playing.
Hanging out with my buddies. Playing with my buddies, having fun.
Thanks, guys.
One more thing before we go. Congratulations to Caden Morgan on placing 5th in state. But with that, we won't see you next week, Saints.
Have a good spring break.
Thanks, guys. Spring sports is heating up soon, and with it, you can look out for those two goons on the green. Not sure if Michael will be there with the way he putts, but guess we'll just have to wait and see.
And as always, reporters around to bring you this week's RQT.
It's the random question thing. Ding.
Yikes. Animal that secretly scares me.
A bunny, because I don't like the way their legs move.
I guess a wasp.
A chameleon.
Because I've been stung by wasps multiple times when I was younger.
They're like tiny.
I would say a horse. They are way too big, and if you look into their eyes, they look possessed.
Stay safe, Saints.